Hello everybody, thank you for joining me in another video. I know I haven't posted in a while, and I'll explain why, and I'll pretty much be explaining everything that's been going on for the past couple of years in my life. I want to start off by saying that this is not a pity video. I'm not posting this because I want people to feel bad for me. I'm not posting this because I want people to feel sorry for me, or I'm not trying to extort people to feel a type of way, and I'm not trying to manipulate anybody. I'm just, for the people that don't know me, and for future people that come to this channel and want a background on me, this is pretty much my way of letting them know who I am and what I've been through for a little bit, at least the past couple of years, and pretty much just explain a lot of things and kind of use it as a way to get past it as well, which you'll understand what I mean when I get into it. But let me start back. Last year, in February of last year, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. He had a tumor in his intestine, and then they removed it. He had a tumor in his intestine, and they removed it, and he went through chemo, and later that year was diagnosed cancer-free, and had actually beat cancer. And our family and him thought this was completely past us, and we were very happy and proud of my father for accomplishing this. But little do we know that this wasn't going to be the end. After he was diagnosed cancer-free, I had started college at Penn State satellite campus at Fall. During the semester, I was working a second shift job from 3 to pretty much an undetermined time, because it was a warehouse job. So it was 3 to 12 p.m., 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. was pretty much the average hours, and sometimes it'd run till 1 a.m. and sometimes 2 a.m., but it usually averaged out at 3 to 12. While doing that, I was going to school from about 7:30 to 3 o'clock. Not every day, but most days I would pretty much be, I would be at campus every day from those hours, but the classes ranged. If you guys go to college, you know how it is. If you go there and you have different class schedules every day, and sometimes you have more free time than others, but for the majority of the semester, and pretty much every day, I was spending my time at campus and then going to work at 3 o'clock. Doing this actually was very harmful on myself. I became extremely tired because I wasn't sleeping right, and I was sleeping in between work and school. And when I would come home from work, I wouldn't be extremely tired because I would just got done doing a lot of physical activity, so I'd have to let my body wind down, and then I would fall asleep. So I wasn't even getting the full range of sleep that I could. I had to wait till I calmed down first, and then it was pretty much, it wouldn't harm me during school hours, because I would make sure that I was awake and whatnot, and made sure I got what I needed to get done. But it was harmful on me as far as everything else, and really dragged me down. So I decided to look for a new job. I got a different warehouse job, and it was a third shift, so it worked out a little bit better. I would go into work at 11 p.m. and I'd work till 7:30 a.m. and then I would go to school right from there, and I would stay at school until I was done with classes that day. Some days I would stay until 4 o'clock, and other days I would be able to come home at 12. And this was the spring semester that I did this in. Over the summer I worked at the same warehouse just to kind of rake in money and help out the family where we could, because we were still recovering from the situation at hand. So the spring semester was going well. I was doing fine, and then February, middle of spring semester, we had figured out that my dad was diagnosed with cancer again, and that it had came back. This time around, it was a lot more aggressive and a lot worse than before. It actually became malignant and terminal. So due to that, he was in the hospital for multiple months on end. Multiple months on end. And pretty much stayed there until he was able to become home, but he was still under hospice care at home. But while he was in the hospital, getting surgeries and recovering and stuff like that, which seeing him go through all that was tough in itself. And I mean, he was definitely one of the strongest people I'll ever know, because somebody who can go through all that and still have hope it's inspiring, and it's extraordinary. There's really there's no way to put it in words. It's one of those things you have to like really witness to be able to understand. So he was able to fight through all that, and he never gave up at all. But during this time, my day had transitioned. Instead of going from school to work and home, I would wake up at 8 o'clock. I would go visit him at the hospital for 2 hours until I'd have to go to work at about 10:30. I would work until 7:30 in the morning, go to school, come home normally around like 3, 4 o'clock, and then sleep until 8 o'clock again. And I would just repeat this every day until the weekend, where I would come in the morning and then come and do my stuff at home. But my pretty much during the week, which was Monday through Friday, my day consisted of a couple hours of sleep and doing whatever I could to help out and see him and spend as much time with him as I could, because if you know anything about cancer or anything about health, those two words make you put everything into perspective, because you don't know how much time you're going to have. Which leads me to the summer. During the summer, I had picked up another job during the day to help save money for myself for the next upcoming semester. So instead of going to school, I would go to work, and I did this every day. So I just replaced one thing with another. So my days would consist of waking up at 8, going to see my dad, going to work until 7:30, then going to my day job at 9, and then working till 3. And I would nap in between jobs, but I mean, an hour here and stuff like that it only gets you through for so long. So as time went on, his health became worse and worse. He started to decline, and instead of becoming in hospice care at home, he actually was admitted to hospice care in a hospital. When this happened, it was tough, because anybody who knows that, it's pretty self-explanatory if you know what hospice means. But I still went and saw him every day. I made it a point to do that, because I wanted to spend as much time with him as I could. And then May 29th came. May 29th is the day that my father had passed away. I got a call that morning on my way to work saying that they didn't know how much time he had left. I rushed to the hospital, and I could tell just from the way that he was lying there that this was going to be the last time I'd ever see my father. Even though he is no longer with us, I still carry him with me every day, in my heart, in my mind, and I have these dog tags that I wear every day, in his honor, and I have a tattoo of his initials that I wear on my sleeve every day. These small things and all the memories that we have together and everything like that, it helps me keep going. I know there's people out there that have gone through this and have went through the same situation as I have, and there's really no way to explain it. I mean, there's no way to put it into words. There's no words to grasp to try to figure out how you feel about stuff like this. It's just happens, I guess. So obviously that has been the reason why I haven't been on any. That's obviously been the reason why I haven't been on any social medias, as far as I haven't been on Instagram. I took a time away from Facebook. I put everything aside, and I tried to come to grips with what had happened, and it took a couple days to even get out of bed. I mean, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to move. It was just, it's unimaginable. You really have no idea, and it really puts everything into perspective on like the amount of time that we take for granted, and the stuff that you don't realize what you have until it's gone. But I realized that he wouldn't want me to just sit there and give up everything that I had going for me, and so I made it a point to continue with what I had set out to do. I'm continuing my schooling, I'm continuing pursuing this YouTube career, and I'm going to do everything that I said I was going to do, because everything that I've ever wanted to do and set out to do, he's always supported me, and I know he's still there and still has my back, whether it's physically or in my head and heart. I still have him with me. So that leads me to the future. It's tough to deal with something like this. You don't know whether you're going to wake up in depression or in a panic attack, or you just don't know how every day is going to take. You just take one day at a time, and it's not even that easy. It's like you just don't know. I mean, every day's different, and I've been affected every way. I've had days where I've been happy and I've been good, and then there's other days where it's like I don't even know what to do. I'm just blank. So it's definitely going to be tough to keep going, but I mean, you just have to really think about everything that you've. There's really no way to explain it. There's no way to put this into words. There's no way to really just. There's no way, and you just have to kind of roll with however you handle it. Everybody's different in their own way, so I'm trying to bring it to not put me in such a dark place and keep me there. I'm trying to make it so that I still have him with me. I still carry him there, and I can continue doing what he was so proud of me for. So this upcoming semester, I'm still working 2 jobs to save up money for this upcoming semester, and I'm going to be just doing school. I'm going to be focusing on school, and I'm going to be focusing on YouTube, so I can try to take YouTube and make it my job while I go to school. That was my goal when I first started this, and I'm going to continue that. It's going to be a way for me to help cope. It's going to be a way for me to keep positive, so I can be happy while doing in real life videos of football stuff, and I can do Madden videos and reactions and stuff like that, and just keep a positive part of life, I guess, and keep just trying to be in a happier mood and bring myself up with doing stuff that I enjoy, while still being able to go to school and pursue my studies of architectural engineering and achieve my degree and whatnot and everything like that. So that's pretty much all I have. I mean, next year I'll be going up to University Park, so that'll be another life-changing experience. Hopefully a lot better of one. But yeah, so thank you for watching the video if you watched this far. If you take anything from this video, this wasn't to put everybody in a bad mood or to make them feel sorry. This was pretty much saying that no matter what happens, you can try to make it positive. You can try to take your negative situations and turn them into successfulness. Something like this might break a lot of people, and it might put them in a place where they can't come back from, and I almost got to that point, but thankful to the people around me. You know who you are, I don't have to mention names, but thankful to the people around me and the mindset that my dad had instilled in me. I've been able to pull myself out of that place and continue to pursue the goals and dreams that I put out there for myself. So thank you for watching the video. If anything, just subscribe to watch me progress. The journey is going to be very exciting. I hope to do a lot of different things, and I hope to make other people happy. And hopefully if they're in something or they're in a time of need, I can be a way that they crack a smile or something like that. I mean, I'm going to do a lot of things that are positive and do a lot of things that make me happy. And when other people see other people happy, it's contagious. It really is. So I hope to be that happiness, and I hope to be positive and bring happiness to myself as well as others. And hopefully I can turn this into something where I can give back to you, my fans, and you people as well. So again, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. I will get back to posting now that I'm in a better place and I'm a little more composed. So I will catch you guys in the next video, and I appreciate you guys' support and everything like that. Thank you.